Well, I got asked a question on my other Cooey Carcano video about going into more detail about the rifle. I thought I covered most of the information for these rifles out there, but I know there isn't too much YouTube information. So the guy who left me the comment, I couldn't reply to his comment, so I sent him a private message asking what he specifically wanted to know about them, and he never responded. So I don't know if he's a subscriber, but I figured I'd put this video together. At least then I've done my part. And pretty much, basically what happened was I had my other Cooey Carcano, and it needed some work. It was a project, and I didn't really want to tackle it. So I had a friend who collects Carcano rifles, so I sent it on down to him, and he fixed it all up, and he's quite happy with it. I was at a gun show a few weeks back now, and I picked up what I consider to be one of the holy grails of Lee loaders, which is the 6.5 Mannlicher Schonauer Lee loader. At the same gun show, I picked up 2 boxes of Imperial 160 grain 6.5 Mannlicher Schonauer. The guy wanted 20 on them, which I was ready to pay for, but I offered him 15 for 1 box. He said no, but I'll do 2 boxes for 30. I don't know, go figure. So I ended up with the Lee loader and 2 boxes of ammunition for $40. So I went out and seeked out another 6.5 Cooey Carcano. Got that one. So for $100, I ended up, this rifle cost me $60, and I ended up with 2 boxes of ammo and the Lee loader. And other than figuring out how I'm going to trim the brass, I'm really happy to reload for this cartridge. It's a nice little rifle. I liked the other one, but it just wasn't up for the project. This one, I'll show you how it's shooting. Shooting a little high at 100. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got 1, 2 up there. So I mean, it's like a 3-inch group at 100 yards. You can't ask much more than that for a $60 rifle. It's shooting a little high, which I can deal with. That's fine. Better than it shooting as low as the other one was shooting. This one is a way nicer one. This came out of a private collection from a gentleman, an older gentleman, Italian fellow who collected Carcanos, and he offered this one to me for $60. I couldn't really turn it down. It functions flawlessly. It's tapped for a scope, but I think I'll stick with the iron sights. And like I said, it shoots good. The only thing about these old Carcanos is they use the same Carcano clip in block clips that the Carcanos use, and they hold 6, but the last 2 don't feed the greatest. The spring's a little weak, I think. So it's really, I consider it a 4-shot rifle if I was going to go hunting with it. But other than that, the bolt's really smooth. I know these old Carcanos have a reputation for not having the smoothest bolts, but this one's really smooth. Functions good, and like I said, 3 inches at 100 yards for a $60 rifle. You can't really complain. It's a handy size. I like my bolt action rifles. The clip's good for if you're hunting. If you're in your truck, we can't keep a loaded gun in Canada in your truck. So you can have the en-bloc clip and pop it in real quick and have 4 shots. Like I said, I'll always keep 6 in it so that it feeds properly. The bullet for reloading is this 264 6.5 bullet, same as the Swedish Mauser. I've got lots of those, and I'm not sure. I think the 160 grain bullets are the best, but I've got 120 and 130 grain, so I'm going to mess around with that. The double set trigger on this one's really nice. The other one was like a hair trigger when you set it. This one works nicely, and other than that, I don't know what other questions I can answer for that gentleman, but one of the real reasons I like a small 6.5 is that up here we can legally hunt small game with the 6.5, which wouldn't be my first choice, but it's nice to be able to carry during spring when the bears are just coming out of hibernation and stuff like that. We've always got the dogs running around, so it's nice to have a rifle, and this is a real handy one. I got the one sling swivel down there, but I'll put another one on the top and put a sling on it, and I'll be good to go. So back in the Carcano game, like I said, the Lee loader was a really big find, and then these old Imperial shells was awesome. I mean, this 160 grain bullet is a famous cartridge. I know a lot of the African Plains hunters used it, and they even used it on elephant. So if that gentleman is I'm assuming it's a gentleman, if he's a subscriber of mine, please ask any questions at the bottom, and I'll try to field it as best as I can. But other than that, like I said, just a nice old rifle and nothing to complain about. Alright, cheers.